Now me, I was getting all sorts of letters. I got in a bad car accident, and I had letters up the yin yang, man. They were sending tons of letters, and I couldn't read, couldn't do anything. I just got this stack of letters coming, and I go, yeah, it'd be cool to know what that says. Let's put it over here for right now. I didn't have a clue what it said, so I had this huge stack. And then I got to looking through them all, and I'm going like, I don't know any of these people. Whether I owed them or not, I didn't know because I didn't have any memory of the debt. So that caused all sorts of fun stuff with them and trying to get them to provide information and stuff. Yes, sir.
What happens when a judge is ruling on their favor disregarding any request that you would have for validation of that debt?
Okay, then what you're asking me is if they sue you and you sue them, or they just sue you and you go to court and they go to court and they win in the lower court. It's not over yet.
You still appeal.
No, you got appeals, you got all sorts of things. You got to go take it to the next court level because you don't know if that court acted. Now let's say, for instance, it's a court action like one that happened the other day. There's a gentleman that went into court and was asking that he would be assistance of counsel. And he had called me and asked me what he should do, and it's funny. Basically what happens is they went to court, they asked the court said, well, we've made a ruling on this. I go, we're not asking your position on this. We're stating that this is who we are. This is who this person is. He's my choice of assistance of counsel. And then the judge is going to throw him out of court or overrule them. And they said, well, says, Your Honor, we're going to have to do an interlocutory appeal immediately. You'll have to stay the court proceedings until that appeal is done because we have to find out whether you have jurisdiction to do it or not. To deny the process. And then the judge said something like, we're striking that all from the record as they were leaving. But there was a tape recorder going on, and it's funny. But anyways, the really funny part is that the one thing that I've wanted somebody to do is to do that. Because then what happens is then you take and appeal it to the next court's going to rule the same as this guy down here. Go to the next court, gets to the appeals court. If it's the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, forget it. They're going to rule wrong no matter what they do. It doesn't matter. That twice they've ruled right because they knew that they were going to be overturned if they didn't rule right. So then you go all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court's going to overturn everybody down the road and tell them this is what they're supposed to do. A prime case in this state, though, one judge sued another party, got a judgment against that party, went into Colorado, stole a $600 trillion gold mine, okay, has sold off properties, sold water rights, sold everything off of this property. It's gone to the Supreme Court of Texas twice. It's been ordered to be overturned and reversed and go down and have a proceeding. Okay? They've refused to do it. It's been 20 years from when the case started. It's gone to the Supreme Court of Texas twice. Now, you look on one side, if you look and read the documents that the attorney prepared for the party, he screwed up in the documents. All he had to do is change one phrase. Very last part. First part was, please send it back to the same judge that did it down here, and please let him overrule himself. Well, these guys are buddies down here, so they're friends, so they didn't, and he's not going to overrule his buddy because they're buddies, right? What he should have done was he should have put the phrase in, I want the Supreme Court of Texas to rule right now on whether this is void or not. So then the Supreme Court rules that it's void, it's out, it's dead, it's done right there. But no. Each time this attorney did something, he said, please bring it back to the lower court and have a trial on it. Why do you want them to go down there? They've already had like 5 shots at it. So you take it up to the Supreme Court and have the Supreme Court rule on it. You want them to rule. You don't want them to send it back to further proceedings. And you'll see that a lot in the arguments of if you read case law, it says further proceedings to forthwith. It meant that the person didn't really want the Supreme Court to rule for him. He just wanted to go back to the court and have a trial to make what? More money. Instead of ending it and having finality when it went up the second time. That one's really going to cause a lot of problems because there's a gold mine, and the land that they sold, 2 cities are going to owe close to, they're basically just going to hand them the deeds to the cities. I mean, the one city's already said, we're going to just hand you the deed. Because they have $70 million a year in water rights for 20 years. Okay, and then not only the property they stole, one of the hotels cut into the mountain, took the gold out of the mountain, had it processed, paid for the hotel to be built, but it wasn't their gold, it was the gold for the mine. So it's it's kind of funny. But if you stop at the first proceedings, you don't know who's right because you don't know whether that judge did what he was supposed to do that was right.
Oh, boy.
I mean, because it's not over. Now, 99% of all the people stop right there. Oh, I lost.
Yeah.
Was I right? Oh, I don't know yet. Nobody's opened up the record, gone the file, opened it up, looked in the file, looked page by page. Yep, they had a witness there. He testified. Yeah, he did that and added proof. Okay, I guess it stands. They don't do that. That's what a review is. A review is supposed to look at the record, see if they brought their witnesses. If there's no witnesses, there's no case. If there's no case, it's a void.